that they just say words of Arabic, or in Urdu, or in Farsi, or in English, and they are on cloud nine. Iman is about security. Look at the young people who are in colleges and universities in the Muslim countries. When they don't like something, what do? They go to the streets, harta. They strike, they turn the buses over, they burn the tires, they destroy the buildings. Where are all these great ulama of these Muslim countries? They're in the masjids. That's where the ulama is, in the masjid passing the fatwas. That has almost made the great assets of Allah haram to its own people. That is why you hardly see a massive movement in the Muslim countries to wake up from this slumber that they have allowed themselves to fall into, and to wake up and get up, because their iman is prattling words of Arabic. Or if they can't prattle Arabic, prattle it in they will amantu billahi wa malaikatihi wa kutubihi wa rusuli wal yawmil akhir wal qadri khayrihi wa sharrihi min Allah ta'ala wal ba'th. These are the articles of iman they teach the children. They teach them in the schools, in the colleges, in the university, but they don't teach them. The basis of iman is your relationship with the universe, your relationship with your life, your relationship with the lives of your fellow human beings, your relationship with the animals, with the birds, with the fishes, with the environment, and your relationship above all with the maker, the creator, the nourisher and the sustainer. Travel the Muslim streets. Walk even here in Canada and see how much of this super Qur'anic sense exists with the average Muslim. I'm talking a foreign language to most Muslims, because this is not the language they hear when they go to their great environments where they feel they're very Islamic oriented. You could imagine human beings who have this attitude towards the assets of nature, who are very responsive and responsible, and value life, and value all that has been placed in nature by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You could imagine how we will live. You could imagine what our countries would be like. We would be leaders of the world in terms of environment, in terms of human values, in terms of the way we treat the assets that we inherit. But as I told you, if the attitude is that my responsibility ends where my fence is, and I don't care who walks on the road and has to smell all this stench when the people slaughter the animals, because in the Muslim country you almost can slaughter anything anywhere. You can see it how often they slaughter human lives. So much less about animal lives. What do? Very often they take the intestines and all of the impurities and they dump it over the fence. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu is a wake-up call for people who have an interest in developing iman. Muslims should really sit back and think. This Qur'an does not tell you and me that we are people of iman because we say we are. That's the big picture in the Muslim communities, that everybody generally is said to be somebody with iman because he said he is, or she said she is. Well, if the Muslim countries claim they are people of iman, go and see what they protect. They don't even protect human life. Which Muslim country the human life is sacred? Do you know any? I'm still trying to find out. I'm still trying to find out. the average masjid you go to in the Muslim country, you better tie your camel, as we say in English. Otherwise you will lose your shoes, you would lose your slippers, you would even lose your belongings if you leave it uncared for. I grew up in a non-Muslim country. And 99 out of 100 times, I would find my shoes there if I leave it there. This is the attitude in a non-Muslim country compared to the attitude in a Muslim country, and we're so proud of our heritage, which has caused us to sink so deep. That even you now, if you live in Canada and you go back home, you better take a plastic bag and put your shoes inside and put it in front of you. When I saw that, I was surprised. I said, do I have to take the shoes in the masjid? He said, yeah, you want it? I said, sure, I want it. He said, you better take it and keep it in front of you. This is the izzat of the Muslim society. This is what the izzat has come to. That the value of Islam is in the words and on the tongue. It's not in the streets of human life. There are always exceptions, but the exception is not the rule. So when the Qur'an says, Ya ayyuhal ladhina amanu, it is talking to a different kind of people. It is not talking to big-time losers and destroyers of society. If they don't like the government, they go and burn the buses. They go and burn the buildings. That's what they do. And this is a norm. It is gathering momentum in the Muslim countries. They are not a civilized people. If they have differences, we can sit down and iron it out. Oh no. In the Muslim countries, bahut jazbat hai. Lots of emotions. Lots of jahiliyyah, lots of ignorance. Why? Because the masjids have not made a difference in the Muslim communities. The ulamas have not made a difference. All the Qur'anic recitation from morning to evening, they begin their TV with Qur'an, they end their TV with Qur'an. But what? It's a show business. It doesn't make sense. This has not helped these people come out of the enslavement they're in. This Qur'an is telling us that people of Iman are a unique type of people who are a blessing to society. If I have Iman and you have Iman, nobody has to be worried about us, that we are here to destroy the building, we are here to burn the roads, we are here to destroy the buses. Oh no. Can you go to the Muslim countries and feel secure like that? I told you, you got to be so careful with your shoes. You go to the masjid in Makkah. You go to the masjid in Makkah. If you don't carry your slippers with you, you come out looking for it. Oh yes, ask the people who go there. Do we worry about that? Do we worry about that? We don't worry about that. Imagine every Friday you come here, when you go there you lose your shoes. You won't want to come back. This is a different kind of environment. Thank God we all here know the value and self-respect. We know why should we steal one another's shoes? If anybody's badly in need of a shoes, I'm sure a few will come together and give us shoes. So what this Qur'an says, O people who are committed to a different life, if you are committed to safeguard life, safeguard the environment, to safeguard divine values, then this Qur'an is talking to you and to me. And what it is saying? It says, don't blame anybody for what you failed to do. Do you understand that? That's what it is telling us. Most Muslims today have scapegoats in their lives. For their politics, they blame somebody. For their economics, they blame somebody. They don't blame themselves. Because if you blame yourself, then you'll have to make changes. You always blame somebody. And I'm not telling you in the real political, economic world,